Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to more Isaac Monopoly. Many of you noticed it in the last video. We've had a map change. We have had new things occur. Welcome to Isaac Monopoly Revelations Edition. The snow has fallen, Glacier has come in, and we've had some changes on the Isaac Monopoly board. Welcome to some new spots: Icy Interstate, the Pill Palooza, Glacier Galley, Fire Flat, Tomb Turf. We have Jail is now Glacier. We have spots such as Go to the Revelations floors, which take over some spots on the board. We also have the rewards available now. $50 for going to the Revelations floors, $50 for doing Boss Rush, $75 for Hush, and $75 for Mega Satan. Because of the map changes, they have sent out a stipend bonus to all of the members of the Isaac Monopoly board. If you are playing yourself, give yourself an extra $300 to kind of help you speed along your process here of getting some new and improved stuff on the Isaac Monopoly board. Because we lost in the last episode, I am going to have to give myself an item from Crap Cove. It just is what it is. And that item is going to be the jar, which many people actually do like. I don't get it at all. I understand there's a few game-breaking things with it, but it's really just not that good. Okay, let's hop on in and do some new stuff. You may be wondering, where did the items go from the buggies and the shops and things like that? Well, Shopkeep setup is now a conglomeration of all of these shop and money related things. That does mean this is a 54 item deck, which is insane. A lot of good stuff inside of that deck. Any of the other cards we had got put into our random deck, which means that this is 112 cards of pretty random stuff. You got familiars in here, you got bugs in here, and then you have all of the other miscellaneous stuff. You have character cards in here. So definitely, this deck is much more interesting now. Decent chances to get some very good items. You see things like Mulligan. You see things like Split Shot, Mom's Perfume. All kinds of interesting and useful to us chance cards. So it does benefit us now to sometimes land on chance locations. But without further ado, let's hop on in. So we start at Go as normal. And we will just roll and get the show on the road. I would love to do a little bit of card removal on this journey because we want to get some of this crap out of our deck because we're going to be adding some more stuff into our deck. So a 7 sadly puts us on the chance spot. It doesn't allow us to access one of our new and improved locations. So we will grab a chance out of here. And it will be a little Spewer, which is not too bad. Not my favorite in the world, but still fine. I'm going to D4, and this is a probably dumb idea as a whole, but it gives us a 3 out of 4 chance, 75% chance of landing on one of our new spots, so we can get a Revelations item into our deck and running it on our run. So let's do this. Give me... Probably want a 2 or a 4. 2 or a 4. Show me the money, and it's a 3. You got to be freaking kidding me. I will re-roll that for 100. 2 or 4. 2 or 4. Show me the money. 2 or 4 for the money is a 1. Well, you know what? Can't win them all, dude. So there's Pill Palooza, which I will indeed buy for 100. I mean, I really shouldn't, but I'm going to. I'll buy it for 100, and we will grab a Pill Palooza item out of here. There are a couple that we might want, and Little Baggy is like literally the worst one out of all of them. So, frig off, dude. That's a terrible item to put into our deck. I am upset, I am sad, and I am utterly humiliated by my life choices. Okay, let's roll a 3 or a 5 and grab that Tomb Turf or that Fire Flat. Show me the money. It's another 7. It is the most common roll in the game, so it makes sense. Do we want an Orbital from Orbital Railroad? I don't think we do. I think I'd rather roll and try to nail one of these that we can actually afford. Anything on this back end we can afford. Or maybe even black market. I mean, black market is so much better now. Many people ask about what you do in the black market. We lay down 3 cards from the random deck, and then we can pay $50 for each of them and buy as many as we want from there, up to 3, 1, 2, or 3, or 0, I suppose. Let us roll. Looking for a 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, 8 would kind of be ideal. That is a 3 for astrology area. Dude. That's a really, really rough decision. Do we expect to nail one of these 5? It's a pretty low chance as a whole. I think I will buy from astrology area. So I will spend 200. We'll get 20 back. This does mean that we are broke as hell, which is not really ideal. But Capricorn could be really good for us. Virgo, Scorpio, Cancer's fine. I mean, it's HP in the end, so I'm not gonna sit here and complain about that in the slightest. Totally fine. We'll keep rolling. Right now, we're not forced to go to Revelations floors. If we do land in the go to Glacier spot, I actually rolled a 5, dude. I'm so mad. Food Freeway is so much better than astrology area. So that is mighty unfortunate, but life goes on. Sometimes crap happens. If we do land on the go to Revelations floors or the go to Glacier, we are forced to fight Narcissus, which is the boss of the Revelations floors. If you don't know what Revelations is, it is a pretty big mod that adds some new floors to the game, and we will be most likely forced to explore them at some point in time throughout our time. But we won't be going to Glacier, at least via that. If we roll a 9, then we will have to go to Glacier. We can also just choose to go there on our own and get that $50 by going and doing the Revelations floors, Glacier and Tomb. Show me the money. It's an 8, which is, once again, just absolutely horrible because we could have had ourselves a god item, but sadly, it's just not something that's in the cards for us at the current moment. We're looking to just not roll greed tax. As long as we don't do that, I'm golden, dude. And that is a 6. I don't love the looks of it, but it's fine. It's actually just Crap Cove. I will not be buying a Crap Cove item, and frankly, I think we need to save our money for items on the next go around. So I'm not going to remove one with the 100. I'm just going to move on with our day. So, I mean, we added a couple things to the deck. Things that were fine. Not anything too exciting, but let's draw our 6 and get this show on the road. So we got ourselves Mom's Undies. Not great. Guppy's Tail. Totally fine. Safety Pin. Totally fine. IV Bag. Okay, you got me. Dad's Ring. Completely forgot we even had that. And Mystery Sack. Not a lot of stat upgrades, but a couple of ways that we could possibly cheese this run. IV Bag is a pretty good starting item for us to do some shenanigans. So I'm going to go into the game, and I will see you guys right there. Okay, here we are in game. We got Sarah and Dante as randomable characters now. So we will random and figure out that we're going to be probably one of my least favorite characters in the game. Okay, good stuff, dude. Good stuff. We'll spawn our items here. We got Mom's on these. We got Guppy's Tail right there. We got ourselves a little Mystery Sack action. Get ourselves a little Safety Pin. How about an IV Bag? And then finally a little Dad's Ring, not Mom's Ring. There we go. Fair enough, dude. Should be bad. Here's your seed. 6E7W Q6YB. Here's the question of the hour. We can go down to Revelations to begin with. I still actually genuinely think that's probably a good idea to do this. So now we're in Glacier. We're going to go for that extra 50 by coming down here. It's definitely a scary idea because these floors are hard, man. They're difficult and they may just absolutely whoop me. I'm going to hope that they don't, and I'm going to hope that they instead give me happiness and peace in these trying times. But I'm gonna expect the worst so that we can hopefully come out somewhat alive. That Spirit Heart's going to be vital, by the way. So what is this? More chill and elusive warmth power, or icier rooms and enemies freeze. Give me Pact of Radiance, but I still genuinely don't like Pact of Radiance. It scares me. Perks is fine. Of all pills for us to get, I'd rather have that than a Tears Down right now, because I don't know where the heck we're gonna get damage on this run. In our current state, this run is not great, is what I'm gonna say about it. Now, Dad's Ring is very strong, and I've said that many times that it's actually one of the strongest items in the game, even. So that's a plus. We can abuse that for sure. But in terms of actually getting raw damage on this run, we're gonna need good item rooms and good shops and things like that for us to really break this one wide open. And I don't see where we're gonna get these really good items from. But we'll see, I suppose. I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's been a good one for me so far. It's the weekend, which is always nice. Had some fun videos go out. Today is Saturday. This video should hopefully go out on Sunday, along with some coding tutorials and things like that. I feel like you guys have really been enjoying the content on the channel recently, with the new series Descenders and Oxygen Not Included. If you haven't checked out those two, many people are now claiming that this is like their new favorite series is Descenders, and other people are saying, you know, Oxygen Not Included is some of the most fun that they've had on my channel in a while. So feel free to check those out. I know that many of you are just here for Isaac, and that's fine. But you might find some joy in a roguelite based on biking, or a colony simulator where I just make poor life choices the entire time. They are a lot of fun, but I'm good. It's a beautiful day outside. Beautiful, sunny July day. It's almost August, dude. It's actually insane that it's almost August as well. I feel like the summer basically just flew by. Flying by like this speedy little boy right here. This thing's actually going so fast, I can't keep with it, and it's making life quite dang difficult for us. So we do have a chance at a devil deal here, which is weird since it's the first floor, but I'm gonna roll with it. Do we want any of these? I don't want Smelter, really. Cotton Swab is fine, I guess. This bomb might not hit either of those. It hit this. Okay. I would buy Cotton Swab from that shop, just because it's, you know, useful, at least. But let's go back. Let's get ourselves a little bit more HP, just so that we have a chance of a devil deal here that we could take. If it's something good enough that is worth taking, I'll do it in this fashion here. If it's something that is worth taking, then obviously I will take it. But if it is just subpar, I'm gonna be really hard pressed to accept that, when we could then go for angel deals and try to get a couple of, you know, free things on our run. I think that might offer us more value in the long run, especially for HP related shenanigans as well. So another bomb. We could look for the secret room, which could be in a wide variety. Oh, you are just the worst, game. Wide variety of areas. Right here would be a great place. Sadly, just was not there. Let's go to our item room, and we'll just see if there is, in fact, an item in here that we are interested in. So that's Ball Lightning, which I don't think is that good. And then Virus, I don't think is that good either, for our scenario. So we'll continue on here, and we'll head on back to the shop. We'll buy Cotton Swab, and then go fight our boss and hope for a good devil deal. Still a little bit alarming as a whole, and Cotton Swab is not that good, but it's at least an item. And I don't know, it actually might synergize with like icy floors. Fun fact, the red one does damage to you. Would have been a nice thing to remember from before. The bosses in Revelations are actually just frightening. I want that to be well known to everybody. They're so freaking hard. And I know that that's the point and they want to have the challenge, but they're so freaking hard. We should have made Revelations be worth way more than 50 to complete these. Because with the runs that we're starting with and being forced to not take items, these could be stupidly unfair in terms of fights. But we did do it. I can't afford to take that. Sadly, I should have, because now we have Brimstone in here. So I mean, it raises some questions. Is having Brimstone on this run worth it to take rotten meat as our item? And I think the answer is yeah, dude. I genuinely think the answer is yeah. I'm gonna go down to half a heart, which I can't really think of anything more frightening than that, to be half a heart as Blue Baby here on Glacier 2. Oh Jesus, that scared the crap out of me, dude. I hate the Satan's crotch as a thing, but here we are. I am frightening, but I'm also frightened. Oh, you're a blessing and also a savior. I'm not a savior without emotions. Forget what you know. Da-na-na-na-na-na. What do you got? Just a golden chest? We're going to get just a couple of those throughout this run. Hello, Chuck. I forgot about Chuck. Chuck's a new guy. He's a new mean boy. Chuck, don't do this to me, buddy. I forgot about Chuck. They added new mini bosses to the game. Also, Brimstone bypasses all negative. Don't do this to me, Chuck. Chuck, you're like actually a hit from death. How are you still alive? He's not. Fair enough. Hello. Oh, you're like literally, the game is bailing me out so friggin' hard right now. Not gonna complain. We're just gonna continue to move on. Chuck was a fun time for sure. You can tell these floors are brutal, dude. They're very hard. And having Brimstone be able to break through the... oh, we got golden key, man. I don't know why. That totally just went from my brain that we have this. We can now access all of the golden chests we're going to get on this floor. Okay. Look, you may be one of those people that goes... Tammy's had Brimstone. Unfair. Mr. Krabs is in there. Kind of ordeal. Not today, dude. Not today. I will rock it through the Revelations floors at minimum. And then if we want to drop Tammy's head for something greater in the future, I will drop Tammy's head for something greater in the future or more fun. But for right now, hell nah, dude. I'm rocking Tammy's head freaking Brimstone for the first time in a very long time. And I'm going to just go ahead and steamroll these floors and collect some extra money for the Isaac Monopoly shenanigans. I mean, I'd be dumb not to, right? And many people may dislike my life choices here. Don't worry, I dislike my life choices like 95% of the time anyway. But you can't not exploit the synergies of the game. You know, if they're gonna give them to you, if Uptown Funk gonna give it to you, then you're gonna Uptown Funk it right on back to the other side. Also, we got infinite keys, by the way, which means that we should be absolutely going to our item rooms and shops and figuring out if there are things we want to buy, such as whatever this chalice is. I will buy it. Pride's Posturing, Shine Before the Fall. Would love to know what that means, but I will just say... smile and nod and sure, that sounds good. And we'll go to our... oh, okay. We fired out like a dynamo shot from us. Could be something of value. So tummy bug, not really what I'm looking for at all here. Just not really a good enough item. And I highly doubt it even synergizes with Brimstone. So we will continue to look for some better stuff to snag. I don't even know. I suppose I'm looking for Brimstone synergies at this point. So when I'm standing still, I fire Maybe not. Dude, I don't understand. It's like, as I'm standing still, I sometimes fire. He's gonna... I always hated this dude. I thought this guy was massively unfair in the past. And he still very well might be. But he's now following me, so this would be a good time for him to not be unfair. Please. Dude, why does he actually have, like, all of the HP in the universe here? Am I the only one that thinks that that guy was, like, tanky as all anything? Do we want Mr. Dolly? I think we can do better. I'm going to be honest. I think we can do better. So off to Tomb we go. Is frightening. Tomb is even worse than Glacier, although albeit a little bit easier maybe just because of the nature of the rooms themselves being a bit simpler. I think the bosses are worse in terms of how hard they are down here, but for us right now, I'm gonna accept this as okay. Yo, I like that. Tammy's Head Brim. The fact that we have Tammy's Head Brim and I am still frightened about our death is pretty telling of these Revelations floors, man. They are just brutal. So there's perks. Good enough. We know the full pathing, and I should probably not have come down here. So more pickups, more pranks. So that's the same dude again. Trickier traps and Tombed Friends. Well, we don't want trickier traps. So let's take this guy again. And then I'm just going to try to annihilate him immediately. Well, go get the money, to be honest. If he wanted to get the money, he was all in. I would be totally fine with him collecting money for me. Okay, these guys jump. Please don't move. Good talk. Okay. And we have bombs. We can get into these secret rooms. That is less of an issue for us. And I know we have 9 lives, but there's still like a little bit of a concern for the fact that you're sitting on half a heart as Blue Baby. It doesn't necessarily leave a nice, easy feeling inside your chest. Just gonna point that one out. So Moxie's Paw, look, or Moxie's Yarn, is not good enough for us to take. It is a Revelations item, I understand. Makes for a fun and exciting time, but I'm just not too interested in that one when we have something like, you know, Tammy's Head Brimstone. What do you got going on in here? So that's, I mean, that is 100% cabbage. And look, if we're going to have Revelations as the main point, what is this? Dude, I don't actually think I've ever fought these guys. I'm guessing we fire at this. Now they're alive. Hello, friends. Okay, well, 2 of them have retreated. Fair enough. We got a little homing ball action. Okay. Still, like, very difficult fights here, since I literally don't know any of the patterns for any of these enemies. Oh, Dad's ring just actually saved our freaking life. They're all dead, dude. Okay, you know what? I deserve a medal or something. Come on, dude. Are you serious? You're gonna give me mega. I can't take it. It is literally distinctly worse here than going Tammy's Head Brim. But that is honestly probably the dumbest thing I've seen in a very long time. That is uber stupid. Happy with it. It's hilarious, but boy, that is a brand new level of just the stupidest thing I've ever seen. So we did this entire floor with half a heart. Is that accurate? Including that boss fight, which was probably the scariest thing that I've ever done in my life. Oh my god, there's still another tomb, dude. Okay, for some reason I definitely thought we were on tomb 2. I was sorely, sorely mistaken. Golden keys basically just mean we get everything on the universe because of these golden chests. I mean, they are just so much value that we get out of these. I am insanely pleased. We still have not taken an item room item. There's another freaking Moxie item. Fair enough. If we really wanted to be fully Moxied out, we could have taken them, but I'm going to... What in the crap? It's a pumpkin, dude? They really have made some changes to Revelations. Hopefully that pumpkin does some big old damage to people, because I am building my cabbage army at this rate. Tammy's Head Brim is still doing good stuff. And we would be like as dead can be if I didn't have Brim. This was the right choice. Absolutely. And it's almost always the right choice if you are trying to win. And the thing is, I need a win. You know, we are going to be out of money. And that series and real quick if I don't... we got tomato too. Dude, they've added so much. Let's grab Pandora's box. Let's pop it. It's socks with glass. It's fine, but not amazing, to be honest with you. And then I really don't think that we want Monolith here either. That's the name of that item, right? I believe so. It's also the name of a very good game. You should check it out. Dungo. Oh, Dungo, you seem like a real pleasant dude, don't you? Hi, Dungo. He's just dunging along. Fair enough. I'm not overly concerned about Dungo. Gonna just say it as it is. Yo, this guy is a real special one, isn't he? So he is dead. I had a good time. That was a fun fight. I can see that being a lot of fun, actually, to do that fight in general. Oh, yo. I just saw my life flash before my eyes right there. I'm gonna say it as it is. Good stuff. Faded Polaroid. So, I mean, we take it because we don't actually have anything better to use there. But, not too bad. Do I really want to fight yet? Have we been to a shop and item room? Is war? No, it ain't, dude. We all know it's this dude. Good old Sandy. Good old Sandy. I remember Sandy a little bit. Much easier when you are with Brimstone. I'll tell you that right now. I am also very close to my girl Sandy. This is the phase that actually sucks coming up. Because she starts to charge you. Hi. It still has another phase, so don't get too excited here. Hello, friend. Yep, here we go. Let's get this show on the road, Sandy. I know you charge me. Hi, there you are. Okay. Where you at? Down here? Not an issue. You think I'm scared of you? I have the ultimate AoE item. Please. Okay. There's a lot of people still. Keep in mind that we are on, like, very limited HP. So, we still have to be... Stop doing this. We still have to be careful here. And, like, the run is pretty bad, even though we have Brim. Like, without Brim, it super sucks. So this is kind of, we just have to enjoy... We have to enjoy Brim, utilize it. It's not a very good Brim run, because we don't have high damage. In fact, we just don't have damage, is another way of wording it. But, we're going fine. Not an issue. This is distinctly a good time. We all know that. You're back to doing this crap again, Sandy. I would prefer you didn't, but to each his own, I suppose. Yeah, you're like on top of me. Small issue. You're tired. Smack him, dude. He's like literally a hit from death. It's such a long fight when you don't have damage. I mean, he is a hit away from death. I don't think there's another phase after this. If there is, then I'm gonna be real, dude. What a meme. Are you dead yet? Are you serious? I didn't hit him. There we go. Okay. That should be it. For the love of God, dude. Okay. I will take Succubus 100%. What the heck? We had HP. That's news to me. I'm going to tell you right now. Absolutely news to me. We cannot take that. We haven't taken an item room item yet, which is sick. So we can head on down. We're back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Life is good. Bandage baby has appeared in the basement. Not that it really matters to me whatsoever. And life is but a dream. We got 1 heart this time. Bam, bam. 2 hearts this time. Good stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to say it as it is. Probably a win now. We're going to get 50 cents for completing the Revelations floors, which is a benefit for us. I wouldn't mind trying to get to Hush as well, but I also think that this is not a very good Hush run. Brim is never necessarily a good Hush item. So we want to be a little bit cautious, I think, to not try to get too big for our britches and try to do something that is actually just a terrible idea. I mean, 9 lives, 1 heart, Brim. Every single piece of that is screaming, don't do it, you stupid, or else you're gonna die. It's a Dagaz rune. Okay. Probably will just save this until we have something else that we really want to keep, like, or if we have a curse or something. Now, there are some interesting implications here. Because blank card, I mean, blank card to Gaz, a lot of value there. And we could even do it right now, blank card to Gaz. You know, we can buy battery charges and just try to get more. I think that buying coupon here is also acceptable just for a red heart. Pretty rude, actually, in the end, but is what it is. Well, there's another Dagaz. I still think you have to run Tammy's Head Brim if you're trying to win on this run. It's mom already, dude. Should not have done that. Fair enough. Okay. Well, life goes on. Could have been worse. Take the Polaroid. You definitely don't want Book of Belial. There is better stuff in the sea. We missed boss rush by like 2 seconds. I would have rushed if I knew that we were on depths 2. I thought it was depths 1. Shoot me, dude. Sometimes life comes at you fast, I suppose. You're dead. Everything will kind of be dead. I love the fact that I look like freaking Dora the Explorer right now with this hat on. This is the best cosmetic I've ever seen in Isaac. Big fan. I also have no idea how I didn't get hit there. I did get hit. That is what happened. Wasn't it a black heart though? Why didn't my black heart do any damage to those guys? I call shenanigans. Okay. Tammy said Brim's still annihilating everybody, always. And this is absolutely worth it to me to grab this. Blue Baby Soul is not good, though. I'll take Faded Polaroid. It is actually giving me invincibility, I think. So, we have so many cabbages, dude. I am the farmer of all eternity. Matriarch, frig off, dude. I didn't even know you could spawn on this floor. I thought that you were restricted to Scarred Womb. Now I have to be scared about you everywhere I go. Fair enough. You suck. I just realized we never took an item room item, so I might as well take Blood Clot, although that is, like, genuinely not a good item for us to take here. There's way better stuff that we could have taken on this run. It's also so freaking dark, man. Holy Lord. I can't see anything here. So, I mean, we do have to make the decision here soon. Are we doing Hush? I think we should, and just go for broke, but I also am going to acknowledge that it is a terrible idea. Like, we should not be doing it, but I'm gonna do it. And if I end up dying 9 times in Hush, well, you know what? At least I'm getting 50 cents out of this by going to the Revelations floors. So we would at least be netting some money in the end. Wouldn't be a lot. You know, we get 300 for winning. That's per Isaac Monopoly rules. So when you give up 300 for 75, it's not necessarily a great deal, but it's a deal that I'm willing to make. I'm going to be honest. because I would rather have that extra 75 in the end and try to make that work here. Extra HP is still an absolute blessing. Mom is dead. We did not get a devil deal. I'm gonna go do Hush, man. It's such a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it because I'm not a little baby. Let's get this show on the road. Sack of Sacks is fine. Golden Bombs is insanely interesting. A death card is literally worthless. Hierophant is pretty much amazing. We'll likely be popping the Gauze here as well. Give me good stuff from these item rooms. These do not count as items in the item rooms only thing. Many people asked about that as well. They do not count. Copper Tube is fine. It's not anything amazing, but it is fine. And then in here, I don't know, I think I'd rather just dump 28 cents into this machine because you might as well pay it forward a tiny bit, man. And I still have some money that I can spend here if I want to. I could buy the pill, which I think is perks. That's actually like a really good idea, dude, to bring perks into there. If I'm remembering correctly that was indeed perks. I know we got it earlier, but this could be the one time where I actually use perks to my advantage. So let's do it. Actually, it is perks. I'm a god, apparently. Good enough for me. Just looking for crawl space, black market, however you want to describe it. So far, not so great. Fair enough. I'm out of here. Okay, I'll carry perks in. This is kind of our one chance here. Do not miss a chance to blow. They are going to just go start annihilating him. I mean, they're actually just pouring their body into him. Our cabbages, our pumpkins, our tomatoes, our poor souls. I don't know who's doing brim lasers as well, but I love every second of that. Okay, so here's perks. That's good stuff. And that's going to keep us from getting hit for 2 everywhere. Hush has indeed annihilated our poor boys. Our cabbagey friends are farming bonanzas. But, not the end of the world to lose out on that here. Dad's ring has actually just vanished, which is, I'm not going to ask a lot of questions on that front here. But it is no longer around my character, so I'm going to assume that something happened that yeeted that out of existence. This is going to be a long Hush fight, man. On the bright side, we literally have 18 hits we can take, which I don't see myself taking 18 hits here. The soul was a sick pickup. I didn't even talk about it. It was kind of an instant take item, but obviously the soul is great immediately for the Hush fight, as we can kind of dodge shots a lot easier because we don't even really have to dodge the shots is kind of the point there. So as a whole, I mean, it's going fine. We're going to get an extra, so we're at an extra 50, so we're at 350. Then we're going to get 375, or get another 75. So it's going to actually be 425 that we will get from this run in terms of money, plus the 200 that we got from the pass and go. So we're looking at having a good chunk of money going into the next Monopoly. We can hopefully add a good item into the deck. I just feel like we've been putting a lot of crap into our deck and not a lot of actual value. And then anytime I go and actually land on a good value spot, we get crap from it. It's been a bit of a rough go recently in Monopoly for me, but we'll be able to improve and get some better stuff. And I will be using 100 of my money that we get from this to do a card removal just so that we can get some more garbage out of our deck. Obviously, we added a new item from Crap Cove, which I'm now not remembering what the heck we added. But I'm sure it was the jar. We added the jar. I would actually be fine keeping the jar in there. Active items don't really hurt a lot in the deck. I'll tell you what, this run without Tammy's head is still real bad though. Like, this is a 3.6 damage. It's like base damage Brimstone run, which are never good. You know, this is the pitfall of Brimstone, is that you actually do need other stuff for Brim to be very good. It's just Tammy's Head is that much better because it has an inherent damage upgrade along with it when you use it. But we're over over 3/4 of the way there. Just have to get the final grinded boys in here. We will also get Eden's Blessing from this fight, which will start us with an item on the next run. Many people talked about how I should not be able to start with that item because we didn't buy it. So that's fine, but we'll at least get a Tears Up out of this fight. And that'll help us win the run, at least, and ensure that we can get the money out of this. On the bright side, if we just finish the fight, which, I mean, it's looking almost 100% that we will make it out of the Hush fight alive, then we will be getting $150 regardless of if we die on this run. I don't really see a loss incoming, just because we're fine. And, like, Tammy's Head has carried us the entire run anyway. What's it carrying us a little bit more? It is insanely rude of you to do spinning beams from above 2 times in a row, Hush. I'd like to have a long talk with your lawyer, but the bomb finished him. Good stuff. Eden's Blessing's mine. See you in hell. We head up to the cathedral, and we get back to just Tammy's Head spraying everybody. And then we just hope for some good items on the chest. I feel like we're lacking some heat on this run. Cricket's Head. Cricket's Head. Cricket's Head. How about a little Cricket's Head? It is Cricket's Head, dude. Okay, fair enough. We were lacking the heat. They heard me. I mean, they literally heard me loud and clear. I asked for it. They provided it. Hard to be mad about that. People are going to be, oh, Alexa luck. He's too good at the game. The game is too good to him. I don't know why I was doing like a pseudo-mafia voice there. Yeah, the game's too good for him. And my game ain't like this. Good enough. Okay. Let's get this show on the road. It is steamroll territory now. Cricket's Head, that's all I needed, dude. I mean, it was steamroll before. Who needs pits anyway? I fell into a pit. We all fell into it. Okay. Let's not be straight up stupid here. I'm down to be a little stupid, but straight up stupid, not allowed. So full run rerolls are not allowed in Isaac Monopoly. I have to finish the room first. Fun fact. Full run rerolls not allowed in Isaac Monopoly, so if offered, we cannot take it. We cannot take it. It is what it is. Unfortunate, but understandable. Just per rules. They were decided in the initial couple of episodes, so we'll continue to follow said rules. Cabbages are going ham, dude. Good stuff. Thrilled with how that went. Because we have the series very highly modded at this point, there is a little bit of lag in the background. Don't be too concerned. It's just the nature of Isaac being coded terribly. Let me rephrase that. Mods in Isaac being coded terribly, and the API sucking the big one. Not much that we can do about that from our perspective. We just have to kind of accept the fact that mod packs lag, and you're gonna have a little bit of lag when playing. So that was easy. Let's head on down. We got 4 keys, so that's really all that I care about in this scenario. Show me the money. Give me Dad's key, and let me do Mega Satan. Dad's key. Dad's key. Dad's key. I mean, these are all actually pretty good, but chain reaction is actually very interesting. But we'll continue on here. Obviously, if I can get Dad's key, it'd be cool, because we could get Mega Satan done and get an extra 75 on top of what we already have. Would make for a very successful video. We do get a speed up, which is also a tears up, I think I saw. Maybe. Or I'm just super wrong. All I know is this run would have been a loss had we not taken Tammy's Head Brimstone. We didn't get, like, a whole heck of a lot of anything on this run. So those of you that saw Tammy's Head Brim and went, frig off, Tyler, I ain't doing this today. You go do the run, and you let me know what exactly I was supposed to do in this scenario. Because this run was dog doo-doo without Brim Tammy's Head. Like, genuinely pile of doo-doo dogs. Not good. Not good in the slightest. Give me a little... Dude, this is where I wish I had a Tammy's head charge so I could have just annihilated him. But we're getting Brim lasers because of chain reaction to keep procting over and over, which is cool. I'm with that for sure. I think that's every time an enemy dies, has a chance to spawn one of those or something along those lines. Free item in this room. Can't get mad about that. Another free item in this room, actually. Linger Beam, not amazing, but still acceptable. And that he's going to do it because this poor guy is dead as hell. So thank you guys so much for watching. That's a successful Isaac Monopoly video. We will get an extra 50 for doing the Revelations floors, an extra 75 for doing Hush. That's plus 150 along with our plus 300 from finishing and a plus 200 for passing go, putting us at a nice even 650 that we got today as way of the Isaac Monopoly. We'll continue to do some more in the nearby future. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your likes on the video, so I know you are enjoying this series. Go check out some of the other series on the channel. As I mentioned before, you might find that you really enjoy some of them. That's gonna do it. I'm out of here. You have a good one. Goodbye.